I think when you cast out into the future, when you look at where the shared services industry is going, at least from my personal experience, the opportunity to craft out complex transformation and change, and the industry does it really well. But I think over the last 5 years or so, at least my sense is that there is a massive knowledge drain, that people leave the business, or you're relying on third-party providers or the big four to be able to build out a lot of that capacity and capability. But I think as we cast our eyes on the future, it's about how do large enterprises create internal capacity and capability to drive change management, and can that really now largely reside within global business services, within shared services as a global capability. And I think those are certainly some of the key opportunities now, mixed with the influence of the future of work, corporate transformation around how do you reimagine corporate functions, which is largely enabled by AI. I've been having fun with ChatGPT, and what's the influence on that in being able to write very intelligent, insightful financial reports for CEOs, CFOs, sales leaders around the world. So yeah, I think those are opportunities, but it's also the challenge. Do you have the internal capacity and capability? Of course, it might put my friends in the big four out of pocket, but enterprises are building that as in-house capacity and capability for the future. I see the biggest value in the change and drift in the conversations that perhaps happened here 5 years ago. The focus would have been a lot of robotic process automation, but I think the shift now is very much around people and culture. And having traveled now 3 industries in the last 15 years, across banking and financial services or telecoms, and most recently in life sciences, 70% of the real debate and the real challenge within shared services, within global business services, is about people and culture. And when 70% of that conversation is really people and culture, that's now demonstrated here in terms of the people you meet, in terms of the conversations. And secondly, I would say, 20% is the core of the business, depending on the industry you represent. And then 10% is really technology. And I think GBS as organization, shared services have now matured. And I think that's one of the biggest value to be able to receive and in a winsome way, be able to share that knowledge, but also learn from other colleagues in the industry. I look at my career over the last 2.5 decades or so. I think the opportunity to go across various industries, but if I were speaking to a younger version of myself, I would say the opportunity to mentor colleagues to think about not just going far and wide, but being able to go deep and be really deep-rooted in process skills, in architecture skills, in data skills, and then to be able to layer that up with stakeholder management, moving, I would say, almost transitioning from being a manager to a leader. I think that's what this industry is able to offer. So in my world, I think we call that as T-shaped skills, the ability to go wide, but also the resilience to be able to go deep. So T-shaped skills. And I would say to my younger self to be able to practice that way earlier. It's almost like investing in the financial market. Start early and go deep.